Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone.
Happy Thursday.
And welcome back to our 21-day self-love challenge, learning to love yourself more.
Feels like old times.
Hi. I missed you.
I miss you too.
Today's day 13.
And I'm lucky to be with you today.
And I'm lucky that you're doing the homework.
Oh.
Are you learning stuff?
Yeah, I'm learning lots of stuff.
Learning lots of stuff?
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm learning too. Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, but always moving and evolving and learning. Today's topic is self-love surrounding forgiveness.
Ooh.
That's a hard one.
Ooh.
It's been hard for me personally. I've had, people, things happen in life, and I say, I want to let it go. I want to let it go. I want to forgive, right? And I forgave that person, but down deep inside, did I really forgive them? That has been a struggle for me in situations in my life. And it can be hard, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, they say you can forgive, but you'll never forget. So that's where the slippery slope comes into play, because you're never going to forget, but I guess you'll know that you're forgiven when you don't have the same feelings and emotions attached to what happened.
Yeah, totally true.
When we think about it.
Yeah, right. It's just a passing thought instead of a hurtful thought or
something you can't let go of.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting how our minds hold on to these things. And Louise Hay, she says, remember, she wants to remind you, remember, forgiveness is a form of self-love, because it's just like, the poison analogy.
Right.
You drinking poison and thinking it's going to hurt the other person. It doesn't work that way. No. Because whoever you're thinking you want to forgive or trying to forgive, they don't even know what's going on in your mind.
Well, they've forgotten all about it.
Yeah, and then, or even if maybe they're not even alive anymore, and you're still holding on to something that you want to forgive, or you thought you forgave, or you need to forgive. And yeah, I know I struggle with that, but it's loving. It's loving to forgive, but you have to do the second part, which just because you forgive someone, it doesn't mean you allow it to keep going on either. Because then what? You just have to keep doing your work over and over again. And that's almost a form of self-torture instead of self-love.
Absolutely.
You have any other thing to add to this self-love surrounding forgiveness? Because I know it's a very deep subject.
Yeah. Well, like you were just mentioning, just when you forgive somebody for something, it's not condoning what they did, right? It's not saying it's okay. But I think if you're gonna forgive somebody, you'll have to have those boundaries, because you don't want to allow yourself to be hurt anymore. And it reminds me, I was listening to this podcast, this guy who was talking about what he did is he wrote down a list of all the people that he had resentment for. Some of them were alive, some of them were dead, and he got up to like 250 people or something like that. It's just crazy. The guy had a crazy life. But anyway, what he did is he wrote this long list of people that he had resentment for, and he wanted to forgive. And he reached out to everybody, and he said, I forgive you. And some of the people that he did, they're like, well, they beat him up. They did all this crazy stuff to him. And they're like, well, why are you forgiving me? Like, we did all these things to you. It's okay for you to have these feelings of resentment because we hurt you so bad. Yeah. And he said, well, this is for me, because me holding on to this resentment is hurting me. Yeah. It's not loving myself because it's hurting me.
Wow, that just brought up a whole lot of emotion. What a cool exercise to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that.
And even if it doesn't make sense, even if you were totally hurt by somebody, if you don't forgive them, you're occupying space and energy in your brain, in your soul, in your body, in your spirit, your body, your stomach.
Those ends up in your body.
Right.
Yeah.
So all that energy gets stored up in your body. And when you're holding on to it, it only hurts you. Like Deb said, drinking poison and expecting someone else to get sick.
Yeah. So do something loving for yourself today. Write a list like that. Or I even attached homework of maybe just pick one person. And if they're not alive, write a letter to them.
And then burn it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or write a list of anybody that you think revolves around that. Because I know we hold our emotions in our bodies. And loving ourselves, you're worth it. You're worth to forgive others and forgive yourself. Maybe you've done something that wasn't loving to you. Maybe you allowed others to hurt you and didn't do anything about it.
I think that's the ultimate sign of self-love, is forgiving yourself.
Yeah.
Can you forgive yourself? Wow, that's really deep, because
we'll forgive others maybe way easier than we'll forgive ourselves.
We'll do other things for other people before we'll do things for ourselves.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't think that we live up to other people's expectations. We think we let other people down. Or maybe we did hurt other people.
Yeah.
Maybe we really, truly hurt other people. But we have to forgive ourselves. Because if we don't forgive ourselves, just like loving yourself, how can you love somebody if you don't love yourself? How can you truly forgive somebody if you haven't forgiven yourself?
Yeah.
So the ultimate sign of self-love is to forgive yourself.
Yeah.
How deep is that?
That's deep. And you know what? It actually feels like God, that's what God wants for us all.
Right? It's not our cross to bear.
No.
I don't know what your faith is, but none of us are perfect. And that's what Christianity is all about. We're not going to be perfect, but we're not supposed to take advantage of God's grace and ask for forgiveness and continue to do the same thing. You'll know that you've changed and you are truly regretful and you've really forgiven yourself or others when you don't do those things anymore. When you don't continue to do the things to hurt other people and you don't allow other people to do the things that hurt you.
Yeah.
Am I doing the homework now? Do I still have to do my homework?
You do.
Okay, so what is the homework?
The homework is writing that list or writing a letter to one person or to yourself and picking and saying, I forgive you. Get it out on paper. It really does make a big difference.
And here's the thing. When maybe you're going to ask for forgiveness for other people, say you're sorry. Don't expect them.
Right.
To accept your...
That's another one, right?
Your forgiveness.
Or accept apologies you've never gotten.
Ew, that part. Say that one more time.
Accept the apologies that you've never gotten.
Accept them. Just know. But you're already forgiven.
Yeah.
God's already forgiven you.
And if you forgive them, they don't have to say sorry.
Right. Some people, I think I can tell you this, that I've apologized to people and they didn't want to hear it. And it made me mad.
Really?
Yeah. It's made me mad. Like, they're like, no. They're still pissed off at me. The other person, just because you apologize for maybe something you've done, doesn't mean that other person is ready to forgive you.
Right.
Yeah, we could talk about forgiveness all day long. Yeah. This is a great topic. It's super powerful because subconsciously, when you don't forgive other people, the hurt, the hang-ups, the pain
in your body
is still there. And you'll know that you've really forgiven somebody when you don't attach the same emotions that hurt you before.
Joe Dispenza does a lot of his meditations surrounding that too. And he now is having a walking meditation coming up here in a day or two. And you can download the free walking meditation on his website. So go try it. Walking meditation is pretty powerful itself.
Yeah, it is.
And have a wonderful rest of your Thursday.
Peace.
Thoughtful Thursday. Time to forgive yourself and others.
Okay, so I will do the homework.
Okay.
I'll just talk about the list more.
Okay.
And I'll expand a little bit more on forgiveness, because I can talk, obviously, about this topic because I've talked a lot on this video. Thank you for letting me share with you on your challenge, Deb.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.